Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Prairie to Chien. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. As we get ourselves set for game number 2, it's featuring Fennimore just down the road here, about 40 minutes, 12 and 11. They're taking on Jackson, which is clear across the state. They're sitting at 9 and 9. Well, the game is off and running. That means we turn the mic over to Chuck Rasmussen for our play-by-play.
All right, thanks, Ken. Leading things off for Fennimore will be McCoy Miles. And he hits a ground ball back to the pitcher. The pitcher's going to grab it and throw on over to first for the first out. Ethan Scheckler will be batting next for Fennimore. He'll be followed by Lukas Landowski. On the mound is Carson Rao for Jackson. Behind the plate, Hunter Abitz. There's a ground ball towards the shortstop, Hagedau, and he'll make the throw over to first for the second out. Give you the rest of the infield here. Sennett Schmidt at first, John Kepke at second base, Landon Hagedau, who just fielded it and threw out the first, is at shortstop, and Ben Mallow is at third. This brings up Lukas Landowski, the right fielder, number 4, with 2 outs.
We're getting an update from Carl Zuby as the Viroqua 138ers on the women's side. The softball team playing over in, DeForest, and they lead 6-1, I believe it is, in the bottom of the 5th inning over, I want to say it was Grantsburg or something like that. So they're doing a nice job.
Yes, 1-1 count to Landowski with 2 outs. Counted 1 and 2. The outfield for Jackson, it's Jackson Wallen in left, Ben Stern in center field, and Sam Elke is in right. The follow back to the screen. A warm day here in Prairie du Chien. The first game this morning was very comfortable. No breeze at all right now. Sun is out shining brightly. Diamond in excellent condition, and strikeout. Landowski is down for the third out in the first inning. We go to the home half of this second game of our day here at Prairie du Chien.
Our thanks going out to Shane Nottestead at Zip Stop out there in the Cooley region, up in Westby and so on. Also, speaking of Westby, it's the Westby Co-op Creamery. Take home that country goodness. For well over 115 years, they continue to do a bang-up job. We'll come back with more here in Prairie du Chien in just a moment.
All right, home half of inning number 1. It'll be Jackson Wallen, Sam Elke, and Landon Hagedau, the top 3 batters in the Jackson lineup. On the mound for Fennimore is Mason Adkins. Atkins' first pitch is a called strike. Behind the plate is Ethan Scheckler for Fennimore. At first base, Max Miles. McCoy Miles is at second base. Tyson Starkey, the shortstop, and Casey Dreesen. Dreesen is at third. The 1-1 pitch. Count goes to 2-1. The outfield for Fennimore, Tyson Gerke is in left, Wyatt Anand in center field, and Lucas Landowski is in right. Tall right-hander delivers the pitch that was, I believe, there it goes, taking the count to 3-1, and a called strike. Down by the river here at Prairie du Chien. There's a swing and a miss by Wallen for out number 1. Down by the river at Prairie du Chien, they got the Blues Festival going on this weekend. Always something going on at Prairie. busy town, especially in the summertime.
Isn't it though? Yeah.
Right along the river here. Beautiful setting. Warm down here today. Again, got it to be the temperatures in the low to mid 90s. They're saying the heat index is going to rise up into the 100s today. Third baseman moves up to the grass here. Third baseman Casey Dreesen. Count 1-1 on Sam Ailke, right fielder. Number 6. Count at 1-2. The ground ball to the third baseman, and the throw on over to first is going to get away from Max Miles. Unfortunately for Dreesen, that'll be an error on him.
Yeah, he had a nice pickup. It was the throw definitely took Miles up the line, taking him off the bag.
Brings up Landon Hagen now. Runner on first takes off. The throw down. And in there safely is Ailke.
Throw was there, but just a little too much speed.
Yeah, Ailke showed some good quickness there getting down the line there. There's a fly ball out towards center field. Wyatt Anand is there. He'll make the catch and get the ball in. Yeah. Right here in the background, some of Fennimore fans, I guess, yelling at Anand to get that ball in. Don't wait, especially probably with Ailke there.
No kidding, yes. Say thanks to the Westby American Legion helping bringing you all our baseball games today, as well as WCCU, Westby Co-op Credit Union, based out of Westby.
Brings up Hunter Abbots, the number 4 hitter, catcher today, number 12. Runner back in safely at second.
Also, thanks to the Viroqua Hills Golf Course, bringing you the action. A little bit of a high throw right there, but good job by the second baseman. Thanks to Ryan and all the great crew, as well as more on the south side of Viroqua. It's the VFW.
Fly ball, Anand will make the catch. Route number 3, 0-0 after 1.
VFW on the south side. Again, we thank them in Viroqua for their terrific support. And we will take a little break ourselves here. No score with no hits in the ball game, but we're early. Second inning coming up.
half of inning number 2. It's going to be the 4, 5, 6 batters for Fennimore in their lineup. Fly ball out to center. That was hit by Mason Atkins. And Ben Stern will make the catch for out number 1. Yep, warm and sunny right now. They say forecast is going to be showers coming in, maybe some storms later on this afternoon. We hope quite late.
Like 10 o'clock.
That would be real good.
That would help.
You got some good connections upstairs.
Yeah, there you go.
Put it in order for us. It's going to bring up Max Miles. Number 28 on his back, playing first base. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to the hole between first and second, and Miles will reach with a single.
Hit them where they ain't, as they say.
It's going to bring up Casey Driesen.
Thanks to Vernon Acres, new 32-unit residential care apartment complex, and Vernon Manor rehabilitative care at its best in Vernon County.
Carson Rao on the mound. The delivery. Driesen fouls that back. 1 out, 1 on. Visiting half of inning number 2.
The Viroqua Arcadia ball game, just as let everybody know, that was an 8-0 win, if I remember right, Chuck.
That's correct. Pitches the ball. Looking at the where we're at right now, we can see the bridge between Iowa and Wisconsin. It looks like quite a few Iowans trying to escape that state, coming to the great state of Wisconsin. 1-1. Called strike. Again, if you get the opportunity fairly soon, give us the rundown as far as the umpire crew.
Yeah, we'll take a look here. It looks like Brandon Mickelson is behind the plate. Bill Hanna over at first. His son Ryan Hanna at second base. Called strike 3 there, and somebody's mumbling to themselves. And let's see, Don Delora is right here at third. He's hiding on me. I can't see him. I know he's down there somewhere.
Yes, this will bring up Tyson Gerke with 2 outs. Gerke, the left fielder, number 10.
This unit, they'll be doing all the games today, it looks like. And another 4-man crew coming in tomorrow.
A long day for these men, too.
Boy, I guess.
With this heat. The ground fall. Nice grab over there by Coach from Jackson.
Yeah, he's got great reaction there.
Yep.
Thanks to Vernon Electric and Richland Electric, your Touchstone Energy co-ops, helping us out today, as well as Vernon Communications.
Rao set, and he delivers another foul. The count at 1-2 to Gerke. Runner gets his lead, gets a good size lead. Back in quickly though is Max Miles. No limit on throw over to the first. Not like the major leagues. The ground ball. The pitcher stays at it. Didn't get it on the first grab, but picks it up and throws on over to Schmidt at first, and that's out number 3. We move to the home half of inning number 2, 0-0.
Thanks again to Thrive Wellness, Dr. Martin Midas in Cashton. The Thirsty Turtle, a great place to go in Stoddard for great luncheon specials. And right here in Prairie du Chien, it's Tiller Furniture. Get your deals while you can. They are retiring at the end of the year.
home half of inning number 2. It'll be Ben Mallow, Carson Rao, and Ben Stern. 5, 6, 7 hitters in the lineup for Jackson. The 0-1 pitch. It's now 0-2. Mason Adkins on the mound. Ethan Scheckler behind the plate. The 0-2 pitch. Ball. Max Miles again at first. McCoy Miles at second. Tyson Starkey at shortstop. And Casey Drayson is at third. It's a ground ball towards the middle of the diamond. Nice glove by Miles. McCoy Miles, a nice grab there and toss over to Max Miles. And Max Miles makes a nice grab over there. And so we have one down. Let's bring up Carson Rao, pitching today for Jackson. Ground ball, foul. Oh and 1 with one out to Carson Rao, the batter. One and one. Two and one. Even at 2-2. Pitch is high. We're full. One out. Nobody on. Bottom half of inning number 2. We're tied at 0.
This is this Jackson team, Chuck, is a first-year Legion baseball team, and here they are in the state tournament, so that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, record of 9-9. Remember right, they said they had about a 3.5-hour drive to get here. Runner at first with the lead. Takes off. Bunt attempt goes foul. Stern slaps the bat after that attempt. It's like, darn bat.
Just not listening to me.
No. Fielder at third. In quite a little ways. Backs up a couple steps now. Coach gives the signals. Count it 1-1 with one out. Runner out first. Called strike 2. Runner takes off, throw on down. It's going to be in time. And a nice throw by Ethan Scheckler. After the strikeout. So that's 3 of 3 down in the second.
We'll continue on with our broadcast. Our thanks going out, of course, in Viroqua to Swenson Doors, also SUPs located in Fennimore, La Crosse, Lancaster, Boscobel, and beyond. Tell you what, Brent's doing a pretty good job. He's got things going all over the place. And Street Smarts Driving School with Kelly Olson and crew. And right here in Prairie du Chien, Sports World and Dye Sports. We thank the Yeoman family for their wonderful support. Well, we come back. We want to say thanks to a couple more of those sponsors. They took just a little bit of a time out here, making sure everybody's all right, especially the pitcher, getting him some more water. But you can't blame them there at all, not in a day like today. Thanks to Snowflake Ski and Golf helping us out down there at Timber Coulee, just outside of Westby. And you just saw here, Sealands Carpetland in downtown Coon Valley. What a wonderful job they continue to do.
Top of the third inning, it would be Wyatt Anna and Tyson Starkey and back to the top of the lineup for Fennimore. Again, no score between Fennimore and Jackson. We're at the top of the third. Count now 0-2 on Annan. Number 39 playing center field. Take the pitch for a ball.
Did he finally graduate, or is he back?
He's got another year.
He does. I wondered about that.
Yep. And strikeout, number 1.
Shortstop, number 1, Tyson Starkey.
Tyson Starkey steps in now, the shortstop, number 6.
The winner of this ball game will play tomorrow. This is game 2. They will play a 7 o'clock ball game.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Kepke. Over to first, and he'll beat the throw will beat Starkey by about a half a step. Good hustle by Starkey.
Very much so. Scenic Bluffs Community Health Centers, located at the corporate office in Cashton. And Rural Mutual Insurance, Kevin Blusky Agency, bringing you today's tournament from Prairie to Chien. We appreciate, again, all of our wonderful sponsors.
Top of the order, and McCoy Miles. Miles takes the first pitch for a strike. Miles grounded to the pitcher to lead off the game. And that hit is going to get by the first baseman.
Good try. He just his dive was just a touch short, or late, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, that'll bring up Ethan Scheckler. Scheckler is grounded out to the shortstop. That was the second hit for Fennimore. A nice throw there by Rao over to Schmidt at first, but Miles back in. Another throw. Counted 0-0. Runner gets his lead, and then the takeoff. He'll get into second easily there, and McCoy Miles with a stolen base.
Yeah, high throw. Great job by the shortstop backing that play up. He caught that one on the fly.
Mm-hmm. So with the runner on second, the count 0-1 on Scheckler. And that popped out of play.
Join today's ball game at Peck's Corner, County D, Cashton, and thanks to PDC Dentistry right here in downtown Prairie du Chien. Thanks to Bjorn Thompson and his wife, Dr. Thompson.
Jackson coach just had his outfielders back up a couple steps. Count 1-2 on Scheckler with 2 outs.
Center fielder is real shallow, I thought.
And there's a called strike 3 on Scheckler. We go to the home half of 3, 0-0.
Well, back we come here, and our thanks going out to Organic Valley, Cashton, Lafarge area. Of course, well, I tell you what, 150 plus area local farmers helping to bring Organic Valley to the forefront.
Bottom of the third will be Senate Schmidt, John Kepke in the top of the order for Jackson. There's a ground ball. Third baseman, Casey Grayson. Nice job, nice grab, nice throw for out number one.
First pitch swinging basically, and one away just like that. O'Reilly Auto Parts helping us out. Viroqua, Prairie du Chien, Richland Center, all kinds of areas. In fact, Bill Clement, he's got a baker's dozen stores that he keeps track of.
At this point in the game, both pitchers have thrown 30 pitches. John Kepke batting now. Number one on his back, second baseman. And go back to the top of the order for Jackson. There's a fly ball up towards second base. McCoy Miles will make the catch for out number two.
Nordic Lanes helping us out today on the northwest side of Westby, and right here in Prairie du Chien, you're enjoying a game with Leisure Time Sports and Bar, thanks to all their support.
With 2 outs, back to the top of the order, and Jackson Wallen. Wallen struck out in his first plate appearance. Fun attempt, and it's going to stay fair, and hustling out. Wallen, he'll get a base hit on that. Infield single.
Just out of our view, but you can see the hustle near the end of the play, up and down the line.
Brings up Sam Elke. Elke reached on an air, stole the base, was left on second. 2 outs. Pitch number 35 from Atkins. The home half, and inning number 3. Runner takes off. And it will not be a throw. So Wallen at second base with 1 out. Excuse me, with 2 outs. Count at 3-0. Here's a called strike. Three and 1. 2 outs. Down low. Nice job by Sheckler to keep it from going to the backstop.
Yeah, the runner at second base, he was probably a good third of the way down the line, ready to break, and then realized that the ball was out in front of Sheckler.
It's going to bring up Landon Hagenow. First pitch to Hagenow is the ball. One-oh pitch. Goes to 2-0. Called strike, 2-1.
Well, a day like today, you probably stepping into Jim's bar and having Scott turn the game on. Streaming on our Twitch. So just a reminder, folks, that those of you watching back in the Viroqua, Westby, and so on in that area, if Channel 14 is doing some kind of oddball things, go to Twitch.
All right, there's a base hit. Runner from second will be scoring, and that ball gets by Anand in center. Allows the runner from first to go to third. 1 run across.
batter on the ground. Under at bat.
Brings up Hunter at bats. Runners at first and third. 2 outs. Pitches high to Bitts. Bitts flew out to center field. The final out in that first inning. Elke ready to score on a fastball or a wild pitch. Fouled off by a Bitts.
The winner of this game, as I mentioned, plays at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. The loser of the game, this is game 2.
Fly ball out towards center field. Anand is going to be there, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. 1-run crossover for Jackson in the third.
Take a quick look here. They will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow, loser of this game. So let's see how things play out as we continue on with our ball game after this. Thanks going out to more of our sponsors as we come back to today's game number 2. The Viroqua Eagles, post 2707, helping us out right there in downtown Viroqua. First National Bank and Trust Company located in Arcadia. We thank them for their support. All the best banking services at First National Bank and Trust.
Brings up Lucas Landowski. Landowski struck out to end the first inning for Fennimore. Carson Rao on the mound. We do have a change. It's Josh Haynes now playing second base instead of John Kepke. So Haynes playing second base for Jackson. The count 2-0 on Landowski. Landowski, the number 3 hitter in the lineup for Fennimore. And he'll foul that one off. Down at 3-1 now. Landowski takes the pitch for a ball, and he'll move on down to first with a walk.
He showed some good patience there.
Yes, he did. This will bring up the pitcher, Mason Adkins. Number 13, Adkins flew out to center field. And that one, did you catch him on the elbow?
It did.
It did. That's going to hurt.
Well, a chance for Fennimore to answer back after giving up a run in the bottom of the third. And they're gonna. They might have to take him out.
First baseman, number 28.
He's still hurting.
Going to bring up Max Miles now with runners in first and second. Miles singled in the second inning.
Chuck, that might have been his pitching arm too, I think. Right-handed hitter, right? Right-handed pitcher, if I remember right.
Yes.
Just a reminder, we have a 50.
Oh, he's shaking in the left hand, though.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Yep.
Health support, furnishing grasshoppers, and the strength facility. Thank you.
Number 28, Max Miles steps in. Again, is singled to right center. He'll take that pitch high. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Fennimore trails Jackson 1-0.
Thanks to Kurt Spaeth out of Stratford, by the way. Forgot to mention him just a few moments ago. But Kurt supporting the Stratford Legion team. They'll be coming up next year at 4 o'clock. Their next home real estate agent. So thanks and a shout out to Kurt.
Rowell delivers. Off-speed pitch. Swung on and missed by Miles. Count at 1-2. Center a bits behind the plate. Sennett Schmidt, the first baseman. Josh Haynes, as we mentioned, is now playing second base. And Landon Hagenau, the shortstop. And a swing and a miss. Miles goes down. Ben Mallow is at third. And Jackson Wallen, Ben Stern, and Sam Elke, the outfield for Jackson. Brings up Casey Drayson. Drayson struck out in his previous appearance. Called strike on Drayson. Both runners take off. And the runner going from second to third is thrown out by a bits. You know, I was talking to one of the parents and I think also one of the assistant coaches beforehand about a bits. He says, don't be surprised. He is very, very good behind the plate.
He showed it there.
Yes.
That was a dart.
Yeah.
Thanks to Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service, north side of Viroqua, and Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte, down in Coon Valley.
Ground ball hit towards the first baseman. Schmidt. Out number 3. 1-0 Jackson. We go to the home half of inning number 4.
Well, our ball game today moving right along, and I hope I did not jinx us after saying that, but it's been a rather quick game. Our thanks to a couple more of those sponsors right here. And in Fennimore, it's Crossing Rivers Health. Place to go. Proud to be a 5-star bridge to wellness with more than 100 services. That is your Crossing Rivers Health System.
Bottom of the fourth would be Ben Mallow, Carson Rao, and Ben Stern. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Starkey, a wide throw to first.
Boy.
And Mallow will reach on an air.
Tough break right there.
That'll bring up Carson Rao. Rao walked and was caught stealing. Back in the second inning.
Trying to get the scoreboard to say 0 outs. There they go. Close play over there.
It was. Runner got a good jump on the pitch there and was able to get back in safely. Count at 1-1.
When does it constitute an interference by a batter with the catcher? I mean, that one I don't think was, but that's going to get away.
Yeah, a wild pitch there.
In that previous pitch, the ball popped away from the mitt.
Ground ball to third. Drayson, and he throws the ball away. So another error. Run scores. This is Ben's turn batting now. Runner on first. 1 run is scored in this inning. There's a bunt. Third baseman grabs it, and he's going to throw on over. That's Casey Drayson. Sacrifice complete.
Nice job executing that bunt.
Yep.
First baseman, number 16, Senate.
Coon Valley Telecommunications bringing you today's action. And Link Buckles, Countertops by Design.
Good response there by Drayson. You know, he had just had that error the previous at bat.
Yep.
And then to come through the charge it and get the out. Sorry about interfering there with your.
No, that's quite all right. I say Countertops by Design. That's Link Buckles. He's a pretty good softball and baseball fan.
Called strike on Schmidt. Now, do you think his profession is pretty much laid out for him? His first name is Sennett.
Probably.
Sennett Schmidt. Cool name. I think, very honestly, the first time I've ever seen that for a name.
I'm with you on that.
Two and two on Schmidt.
We'll try and get you an update on that Viroqua softball tournament game. They were leading 6-1. Last I heard from Carl Zuby.
Full count pitch. It's going to be taken for a ball. So Schmidt will walk. Scheckler comes out to talk to Atkins for just a second.
And while they do that, we can say thanks to the Denmark Youth Baseball and Softball Association and to Mark and Linda Looker helping to bring you the tournament today. and for the next 4 days after this. And Coon Valley Tax Service, that's Nan Jean Schultz out there in Coon Valley, obviously, and Coon Valley Dairy Supply, the Larry Service family, when it comes to all of your dairy supply needs and even household goods.
Brings up John Kepke. Kepke grounded popped up to the second baseman. An inning ago. And there's a drive to left center. It's going to be down. The runner on second is going to be scoring. The runner from first is going to get into third. And he'll be safe, and a base hit by Kepke.
Well, finding the spots right now, and now we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a pitching change, 3-0 your score. We'll come back with that change in a moment. As we return, the warm-up pitch is complete, and we will go to Chuck with our new pitcher.
Our new pitcher is going to be Connor Swatek. I believe Atkins went to third base.
An update we'll give you in a moment here. Viroqua girls picked up a win.
All right.
They go 8-4. They move on. They'll play tomorrow. Don't have that time just yet. We'll get that from Carl and try and get that to you later.
This is Jackson Wallen batting now. Wallen has struck out the infield single. Stole a base and has scored a run.
That moved the fence a little bit.
Runners at second and third. One out. There's a fly ball out towards right field. Lewandowski will make the catch. Bring it all the way home, but run will score. Sennett Schmidt will score. Runner at third. 3 runs across here for Jackson in the fourth.
Chaseburg Farmers Union call up, helping us out today. along with Citizens First Bank out of Viroqua.
Count 2-0 on this is Sam Elke batting now. Wallen completed that sac fly for a RBI. There's a called strike on Elke. Elke reached on an error and also reached on a walk.
Oh,
And he'll reach a different way this time. This is a hit by pitch.
that one got him right between the shoulder blades.
Shortstop, number 10, Landon Hagnow.
Runners at first and third. 2 outs. This is Landon Hagnow. The shortstop. Flown out to center field and singled.
First offering skipped the dirt right there. Nice job by Scheckler.
Hagenow will be a senior this year, just like the Elke and Wallen, the top 3 in the lineup, back for their senior year this fall.
They'll be tough.
They should be, yeah. They're not the only ones that are going to be seniors. Now, Ken, I'm very unfamiliar with Jackson. Is that, is Jackson have a high school? Or do they go somewhere else, or do you know?
I was trying to do a little research on that, and I kind of got taken away. I know there's Jackson, the town, city. But yeah, I'm going to have to look that one up.
There's a called strike on Hagenow. Counted 2-2 with 2 outs. Runners get their leads. Runner at first takes off. There's a fly ball out towards right. It's going to get down for a base hit. The runner from first goes to third. Another run scores. Four runs across in this 4th inning for Jackson. As we bring up Hunter Abitz, the 9th batter in the 4th inning for Jackson. Count 2-0 on Hagenow. Excuse me, now it's Abitz. Abitz has flown out to center field twice. Count goes to 3-0. Swatek, maybe a little question mark where that one missed. I'm not sure what he got for an answer.
Thanks to the text we just received, Kettle Marine is where the Jackson kids go to school.
Okay.
So that's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It's a fly ball out towards center field again. Wyatt Onen will be there. He'll make the one-handed catch for out number 3, but 4 runs across for Jackson in this 4th inning.
Well, we'll come back with more here. Again, thanks to those terrific sponsors. We continue on. Let's take a look at a few more, and then back to the ball game.
to the top of the 5th inning, and it'll be Tyson Gerke, Wyatt Anand, and Tyson Starkey. For Fennimore, they find themselves trailing 5-0. Carson Rowell back on the mound. For Jackson, he's pitched a nice game so far. 45 pitches to this point. Count 1-0 on Gerke. Gerke is grounded back to the pitcher. Seven, 8, and 9 in the lineup for Fennimore. The swing and miss by the lefty.
Chaseburg American Legion and Coon Valley American Legion post 202 and 116 respectively, bringing you the action today.
There's a high fly ball. The shortstop Hagenau drifts back, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Bring up Wyatt Anand. Anand, number 39, plays center field. Struck out in his first appearance. Called strike. The 0-1 pitch. Another called strike. And that pitch, the 0-2 pitch, grounded foul. Another 0-2. That one misses. Off speed from Rao, and he'll get the strikeout. 2 down. Going to bring up Tyson Starkey. Starkey, number 1, the shortstop. Grounded out to the second baseman. In his last plate appearance. 2 down. He's popped up. The catcher's going to try to hustle back, but spins his wheels a little bit and is not going to be able to get there. And it's now 1-1 to Starkey. Other bits behind the plate for Jackson. 5th inning. That was pitch number 56 for Rao. And they count now at 1-2. This is popped up. Second baseman Haynes will make the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Fennimore here in the 5th. They trail 5-0. Bottom of the 5th inning. Ben Mallow will lead things off for Jackson. They with a 5-0 lead over Fennimore. Mallow grounded to second base. Reached on an error by the shortstop. Sold base. Went to third on a wild pitch and then also scored. Checks the swing. And that will be a strike. Count it 1-1. There's a hit towards center field and a nice job out there. That's Lindowski, I believe, now has just moved over to center field. So he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Pitcher number 2, Carson Rao.
Couple position changes. Trum is going to be in right field now. Lindowski is in center field. And again, on the mound still Connor Swatek. Popped out of play. Batting is Carson Rao. Rao has walked and then reached on an error and scored 1 run. Number 2. Rao, another one of those athletes that just completed his junior year, will be a senior. All conference selection. The ground ball to the second baseman. Coy Miles over to first for the second out.
Well, thanks going out to CNC Landscape on the south side of Viroqua off from Highway 14. Appreciate their wonderful support. And, of course, Central Express in downtown Cashton. That is Heather Olson and Megan Hemmerspach with Pasture Pride Cheese out there on Highway 27.
Ben Stern batting now. Number 18 is struck out and sacrificed. I got to graduated this past spring, yes.
Well, I got to get a plug in after this.
Okay. There's a base hit for Stern.
If you like Usto cheese, you got to get to Pasture Pride because at the end of the month they have this big sale. It's like half off. It's like 99 cents a pound right now. It's a big blowout sale, and it is excellent. Heat it up a little bit, and it's got a great flavor.
Senate Schmidt. What kind of cheese did you call it?
Usto.
Usto.
Yeah. I bought a couple big, like, bricks of it, and Lori was just laughing at me. I'm like, it's good stuff.
That's something that you'd put into a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah,
or
you
something?
you could do it that way. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that.
Put it on some, put it on like a topping of meat or, tacos or anything like that.
Okay. Senate Schmidt batting. Runner on first. Called strike to Schmidt. Schmidt grounded out to the third baseman and then walked and scored a run. Schmidt didn't think that was a strike. Schmidt will also be a senior this fall. And he'll take a walk. Runners at first and second, 2 outs.
Number 8, Josh Hayes.
In the winner of this game plays at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And the loser, I said, what did I say, 1 o'clock, I think, if I remember right? 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
John Kepke batting now. He singled and scored a run last inning. Kepke graduated this last spring. Count it 2-0 to him. Actually, Must have been 3-0, and I just read the scoreboard a little bit too quick.
Well, this Jackson team, thanks again for the text. The Jackson team, this is actually their 17th season playing Legion baseball. I apparently got them mixed up with another team. I do apologize for that. But, so they've got a nice tradition of Legion baseball.
Okay. Have they been in this division all the time?
You know, that's a great question.
Maybe we'll get the
don't
answer
know.
to that too. So
Yeah.
the bases are full, 2 outs. This is Jackson Wallen. And Wallen knocked down by the shortstop, but everybody's going to be safe. Good job there by Starkey to keep it from going into the outfield, but a run will score.
That was a tremendous play because that would have scored 2.
Yes, yep, you're correct. So bring up Sam Elke, number 6. Elke has reached by air, reached by a walk, and then was hit by pitch. Again, 2 outs. 1 run across now for Jackson. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop flips to second, and the runner will be out. So Starkey to Miles for the 3rd out, but another run across here for Jackson in the 5th. They lead by a score of 6-0.
Thanks to Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson out there on Highway 27, just outside of Cashton District. But we appreciate all their support. Well, we near the end of the ball game. We're also nearing the end of all of our wonderful sponsors, which are including, I should say, Bethel Home and Services. They're in downtown Viroqua, also Bethel Boutique, part of that in Westby. And our thanks to the good friends at the Bank of Cashton, that's Scott Wall and his terrific crew.
Top of the 6th inning. Be the top of the order for Fennimore. They trail 6-0. McCoy Miles, Ethan Scheckler, and Lucas Landowski. Carson Rao is still on the mound. And no, I don't think.
Oh, they did make a change. You're right, Chuck. I did hear that.
Okay, and can you get?
Try and catch that number 8, I think it is, out on the mound. Yeah, number 8.
Okay, 8. Rao with 5 innings. He had a good pitch count. I don't know if he got over 60 or not.
Uh-huh.
A line drive by McCoy Miles to Ben Mallow at third for out number 1.
Yeah, right below us here. There was no way I was going to even become close to getting the camera on that one. That was a line shot, and he caught it in the air coming towards the third base line.
So it's Josh Haynes pitching for Jackson now. Ethan Scheckler batting. Scheckler 0 for 2. Scheckler, just like McCoy Miles, will be a junior this fall in school. Scheckler, a ground ball to third. Mallow bobbles and then fire. And he will still be in time. So Mallow.
He just saved himself an error.
He did. Mm-hmm.
But he stayed with it, and there's no panic. He picked it up and
no panic.
Threw a rocket.
Yeah. McCoy Miles, the leadoff hitter for Fennimore, was honorable mention all conference. Again, he'll be a junior this fall. Scheckler, who just batted, was all conference selection. He'll also be a junior this fall. And this batter now, Lucas Landowski, he just graduated, and he follows that one down the first base line. Landowski, 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. He was all conference and all district player in baseball.
Now is he planning on going somewhere to play?
You know, I should have asked his grandfather earlier. We talked for a little while. Grandfather, a heck of an athlete also, as his dad and his uncles and cousin who's playing for Viroqua.
Yep.
His dad, or grandpa, he's over 60 now. He has played in several national softball tournaments. I believe both in slow pitch and fast pitch.
Wow.
But a heck of an athlete. So you can see some of the genetics behind these Landowski boys.
Yeah, for sure.
They count 3-1 on Lucas Landowski, and he'll take the walk.
Third baseman, number 2, Sean Yankee.
Thanks to the Little Shoot American Legion. Jacob, I hope I'm saying this right, Compass, post 258.
Got a new man in the lineup here. This is Sean Yankee. Yankee swings and misses.
Michael Lunsendorf, American Family Insurance agent right here in Prairie du Chien. I think, if I remember right, he also has an office over there in DeForest, if I remember correctly.
Throw over to first. It's going to get away. I don't think that runner at first can. I don't think that's Landowski, is it?
You know, that's a good question.
Landowski.
I thought he was a little bigger than that, even from that distance.
There's a swing and miss by Yankee. 2 outs.
Can't quite see the number in there in the camouflage.
No, yeah, the camouflage is tough. The ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop flips over to second, and we'll see if he can pick up the number on that on his back there.
Yeah, he's coming here right at us. Well, still not able to. Number 6, it looked like.
Okay. 6-8.
Or could there be a 16? There was a 6 on there. It looked
26, maybe.
like 26, maybe. Oh, that could be.
Carter Washburn, possible.
Well, we will say thanks again to Michael Lenzendorf, American Family Insurance Agent, right here in Prairie du Chien. And we'll take a little break and come back with the bottom half of the 6th right around the corner. As we come back, Chuck, we're going to have a couple of changes going on here.
Okay, I'm going to hope that you got him because I did not. But this is Landon Hagenow batting now. Hagenow 2 for 3 in the game. Hagenow, a all-conference selection. He'll be a senior this fall. There's a base hit to left center field, and it's going to get all the way to the warning track. Hagenow will go to second with a double.
Yeah, pretty good swing right there.
So bring up the catcher, Hunter Abitz, number 12. He has 3 flyouts to center field in this game. Abitz just graduated. Second team all conference. The ground ball to the shortstop. Starkey will be charged on an error.
Third baseman number 7. What's that? Ben Mallow.
Number 7 stepping in.
That's Mallow. Yeah. All right. Mallow 0 for 3. Did reach once on an error and scored.
Thanks to the American Legion teams helping out here, getting sponsors. Of course, it's Arcadia, Denmark, Fennimore, Little Chute, Prairie du Chien, Viroqua, and Stratford, all helping us out here with some sponsors, bringing you this state tournament to the airways.
Swing and miss by Mallow. Count at 1 and 2.
Ooh. I'm not sure if there's one out. I didn't think there was.
I'm not sure. I don't have it down here, but
Oh, there's a
hit by pitch.
yeah, because number 10 here let it off, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think there's any outs.
Now batting second baseman number 9, Nolan Everett.
Okay, this will be Nolan Ebert. Batting now. With the bases loaded, left-handed hitter. Ebert will be a junior this fall. Ward's got one out, but I'm not certain about that.
Yeah, I think, I know sometimes it was acting like it was sticking or something.
And that'll walk a run in.
Center fielder, number 18, Ben Stern.
Still Connor Swatek on the mound for Fennimore. 7-0 is the score now. Bring up Ben Stern. Ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop over to second for one. And safe at first. Good hustle by Ben Stern. We have one out.
Pretty good play by first baseman, too, because that ball took a wicked little hop and he had to catch it like up near his ear.
He's going to bring up number 14. Reed Rattay, I believe. Rattay batting now. Yeah, there is just one out now. Ground ball to third, foul. Runners at first and third, 8-0 is our score. One out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Do they have a run rule here in the state championships?
I believe it's 10.
Okay. Swatek having a difficult time finding the strike zone now. There's another walk.
Well, and a base hit here could end this ball game now.
Yeah.
Still talking things over a little bit here. Next ball game coming up at 4 o'clock. That's going to be a good one. It'll feature Stratford and Denmark. Denmark 10-0-1. Stratford 24-4.
This is John Kepke batting again. Kepke has popped out to the second baseman, singled, and walked. Scored a run. Bases loaded. Bases loaded. One out. Count 2-0. Ground ball foul on the first base side. It's a called strike on Kepke.
Pretty good looking fastball right there.
One out. Bases loaded. Swing and miss by Kepke. That's the second out. Back to the top of the order. And the left fielder, Jackson Wallen. Number 4. He pops this one up. Third baseman. Yankee calls for it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th, 8-0 Jackson.
3 outs away from the end of this ball game. We'll come back and see what happens. Well, Chuck, here we go with the top of the 7th inning, and Fennimore has a bundle of runs they got to get.
Yes, they're down by 8.
Identical score from the first game.
This is number 42 batting. Swatek. Fouls that pitch off. The 1-2 pitch. And there's a swing that Swatek probably wishes he would have held up on and got another pitch. But that's out number 1. That's going to bring up Carter Washburn. Nice to see Fennimore getting a lot of their non-starters into the game. Washburn taking his swings too.
You tell him to get in there and take a whack at it.
You bet. You bet. It's close. He's swinging. 1 out here in the 7th. Fennimore trailing 8-0. The fly ball out towards left field. Center fielder's coming over too, and it's a good catch out there by Jackson Wallen. Went a long way for that one. But that brings up out number, or that was out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, number 11, Brock Henkel.
And this will break up Brock Henkel. With 2 outs. Hinkle will be a junior this fall. It's Josh Haynes on the mound in relief of Carson Rowell. Rowell pitched the first 5 innings. There's a pop-up. Hanging out. Drifts back. And there's your ball game. Jackson wins by a score of 8-0.
Well, let's take a look at a few more of our sponsors. We'll come back with a quick recap of today's ball game with Chuck after this. Well, we come back, a little more information. Jackson had been in A for a number of years. Last year they were up in Double A, and this year they're back in A, and they come up with a victory here in game number 1 for them.
Correct, an 8-0 win for Jackson over Fennimore. Fennimore, no runs, and they collect just 2 hits. A heck of a pitching outing by Carson Rao and Josh Haynes. For Jackson, 8 runs on 9 hits. Multiple hits for Jackson Wallen. He goes 2 for 4, and Landon Hagenow goes 3 for 4. Ben Cern goes 2 for 3. So 8 runs on 9 hits and a winning effort for Jackson. Again, 8-0.
Well, we hope you're enjoying today's broadcast and taking a look. Coming up here at 4 o'clock, as we mentioned, it will be Denmark 10-0-1. They will face off against Stratford 24-4. That's the 4 o'clock ball game. The 7 o'clock game will feature the host Prairie du Chien Grasshoppers at 27-5, as they will take on Little Chute 14-7-1, and I believe at around 6:30 or thereabouts they will have the opening ceremony for this state tournament, and that is always a really neat little show as all of the teams are here and they come out onto the field. That should be a lot of fun. For Chuck Rasmussen, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks for watching. 2 games down, both identical 8-0 scores here as Viroqua wins game 1. Game 2 goes to Jackson. Back with more at 4 o'clock in just a little while.